Tide Talk with Webb is back. Hey, we'll have Caleb on later in the week to break down the game, go over the top 25 games and our picks of the week. But as of now, I just want to do a quick recap of Saturday's game. I was super excited and happy the way it turned out and what we were able to do. I think we kind of got back on track. Now, I want to keep everything in perspective. Before I give kudos, I want to say they didn't have their quarterback playing. They had 14 other players that were out. So we were playing the little sisters of the deaf and blind. I'm just going to go ahead and be honest about that. Now, I will say, great showing again, A-plus showing by the defense. I mean, even Kane Womack there when they drove down the field and we're going to get a touchdown Missouri against us, they put all the starters back in and stopped it. Level of pride, we're seeing guys like Kane Womack, we're seeing DeBoer holler at people, get in people's faces. Great thing. We're seeing great leadership by guys like C.J. Dupree coming out there and saying, it's the little things we got to get back to, like tucking your shirt in, being early for class, not dragging your feet, doing all the little things that you have to do, because if you don't do those things, it bleeds over into the field. And habit is key, and that beats everything in life. Determination and will is great and all, but, doing the little things and consistently wins the battles in anything in life. Like I said, I was very pleased about how we picked the ball off, how we changed up defense. I was very happy to see the offense get rolling, especially the run game. I was very excited to see opening holes, guys running, getting a hat on a hat, Justice Hayes putting his head down and popping that guy. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Now, like I said, let's tamper that because in 2 weeks we got LSU. And I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to be honest. I will eat my words if I'm wrong. But right now, because of some of the problems I see on offense we're struggling on third down. Even against Missouri, third down is at best 40% us making it. That's yearly stats, or this year of 2024 stats. And that is very troubling. And if we do that against LSU, they're going to eat us alive, especially in Baton Rouge at night. Now, do I think that if we could maybe game plan a little bit different as far as what we saw Saturday night, LSU versus Texas A&M, maybe we need to look at game planning something that offensively. Maybe Sheridan needs to dial something up like that to kind of see where we're going, to kind of open them up a little bit. And now, kudos to LSU. From everything I'm seeing from this game on the start, Nussmeier, in my opinion, is probably one of the top 3 quarterbacks right now in the SEC. He's got some great receivers. They got great speed. They got running backs who can get out there and knock your head off and catch the ball in space and make things happen. Now, with that being said, do I think Bama has no chance of going down in Baton Rouge at night and beating them? No, I definitely wouldn't say that. But it's definitely a kind of game where you're going to bring 2 chin straps, and it's a blue-collar game. You're going to bring two chin straps, and you're going to have to bring a lunch pail because it's going to be tough and it's going to be brutal. Now, that being said, if we can't convert on third down and do the little things, it's going to be a long-ass night for Alabama. And you're going to see a lot of angry podcasts talking about this, that, and the other. Now, let's keep in mind, I'm going to beat this horse to death all year. It is DeBoer's first year. He lost a lot of players at the portal. They got a lot of good players in. We got a lot of guys banged up, especially in that secondary, and some linebackers banged up. So let's remember, let's keep our expectations in check. Would I love anything more than to go to Baton Rouge and beat them? Hell yeah. Will it happen? I don't know. Right now, if we continue to do what we did on third downs, no. But let's keep everything in perspective. We've got the right guy for the job. Maybe not the right offensive coordinator. I don't know. We'll see. So this year is still young. There's a lot still to play for. Even worst case scenario, we lose in Baton Rouge. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. We will be fine. It like I said, Kirby Smart was 8-5. So we have to remember all these different things. All these different things that we got to remember. He's got to build his team. Got to get his guys in there. Hollywood Williams and Milroe got to get on the same page. They're working on that too. So let's keep everything in perspective. And like I said, kudos to the defense. Kudos to the offensive lineman making holes in last week's game against Mizzou and getting a hat on a hat and running. I really like that. Like I said, Great play for the tight ends. We saw the tight ends get more involved. I do think going forward in the future, we're gonna have to do what we did Saturday, and we're gonna have to spread the ball around a lot more. I think that Milroe is gonna have to be a little bit more accurate, and that will happen. That comes with quarterback coaching. That's where Sheridan's got to get in there and coach up his quarterback. So the biggest things I see against LSU is we got to be able to convert on third down, especially when people are wide open, and the offensive line has got to block, and not block with penalties every third and fourth down. We absolutely have to block clean. We have to hold blocks all night, and we can't get penalties because against a good team like LSU, which in my opinion is one of the top 3 teams in the SEC, that'll hurt you. That'll lose you a game. So those are kind of the big things for the game. The big thing for us on defense is got to play sound, got to play gap, probably got to play a 4-3 defense with gap control heading into that game. The thing that I see too is Nussmeier's not fast. We're not going to have to worry about him scrambling all night and beating us. So that's off the table. More of a game plan of either keeping him in the pocket and busting him up. Not sacking him all the time, but just hitting him and just wearing him down as the game goes. Keys offensively for us, we got to be able to run that damn ball. You got to be able to run the ball. You got to be able to convert third downs. And I'm going to say this, for us to win that game, we're going to have to be able to convert 60+% of downs on third down. We got to make that. If it's 3rd and 2, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, we got to make those. I will say this, all these planned slow-ass runs by the quarterback, bad idea. If you're going to do it, you got to let Milroe be Milroe, and that is have an RPO plan, and if it breaks down, let them run. Yanking the ball out of the running back's chest and taking off and running like A&M did, I control. And if we can get them on those little things, I think we got a really good shot to win that game. Like I said, it's good because we got some guys banged up. We hopefully get some guys back. Maybe Keon Sabb gets back. Milroe gets fully healthy, all that stuff, which is be very critical for us. One interesting note, I thought that running back Young, he looked pretty darn good. I ain't going to lie to you. He had some moves and looked very interesting. So we'll see that as that progresses throughout the year. Anyway, I got to go to work. Tide Talk with Webb is out, and me and Caleb will probably do another one podcast probably Thursday. Anyway, have a great one. Roll Tide.